Hey guys, it's Brandon, aka B.Rich Beauty, aka your beauty best friend. Beauty Besties, you asked, I heard you. You said, tell us what we need to be wearing for blush this spring, summer. And that's exactly what we're doing today. I'm breaking down the shades that we need to wear for spring, summer for our blush. So you know what to do. Grab your beverage. Let's go. Beauty Besties, before we jump into all of this, what y'all sipping on over there? Child, I said I wanted something, y'all know I like anything that's sparkling, so I said I was gonna go with an Italian sparkling drink today by a brand that I shall not name because I'm not being paid for it, but it is the flavor of Arrosita Rosa. That's me, my Italiano. So cheers to you, sugar. Now before we jump into all the magicness of blush, for all the new beauty besties, welcome on into the room. While you're here though, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on all this good old melanated magic sugar. And for all the beauty besties that's not new to this, but you are what? True to this? Y'all know! Hear it again. Y'all know I love seeing y'all. Welcome back into the room, sugar. Alright, so let's talk blush. What is it for? What is it to do? And why do we need to reamp and refresh our blush for spring, summer versus autumn, winter, right? First of all, blush helps to add dimension to the face. Blush helps to make us look like we're alive and we're not walking around here looking casket ready and one-dimensional. So I approach blush in two different ways based off of how you want to look. Do you want to look like you've been blushed and been kissed by the sun? Or do you want to look like your blush is coming from within and gives you that feeling of like giddiness, happiness, embarrassed, where it's a little bit more blood induced? Well, that sounded a little technical. Where it looks like, you know, the blood is still flowing and you're alive. How about that? So we're gonna approach blush today based off of like the sun kiss type of effect versus the lived in coming from within. Now, when I think about blush, and you know my beauty besties come in all shades of the rainbow, I like certain blushes for spring, summer that's going to add life and vitality to the face. So from all my light to medium beauty besties, I'm talking to y'all right here. Find you a good blush that not only has some pink in it, but has a little bit almost of an earthy tone of pink. So that way it doesn't look too blue, it doesn't look too baby doll, it doesn't look too Barbie, no shade to Barbie, but we want to look like we have some warmth, some pink with a little bit of earthiness grounded into it. So for example, bam! This is one of my favorite formulas of blush. It's by M.A.C. It's called the Mineralized Blush. So what I love about it is not only do you get the color, but since it's mineral based, it gives you a beautiful glow. This one is called Warm Soul. Love it because it's pink, but you can see that there's some warmth of gold in it. And I'm just gonna show you what this looks like on the back of my hand. And what I love about Warm Soul is this works for all complexions, but this is really great for a light to medium complexion. So for our beauty besties that's a little bit fairer, you're gonna get pink, but you also get that element of gold, a bit of brown in here, and it's gonna make it look like you've been sun-kissed, but with a little bit of color for your cheek. You want something that looks like it's coming from within? Ooh, I got something for y'all too. Blush Please. Now that's the name of this blush, but what I love, if you want something that looks like it's coming from within, Glow Play Blush is where it's at. Because even though, I'm gonna be real, it feels like a Play-Doh-y type texture, but it literally has so much pigment. You pick up the color, you put it on, and it literally melts itself into the skin. Now, I love this for my light to medium beauty besties because it almost is a rose color with warmth built into it. So again, if you want something that's light, that looks like you've been sun-kissed, Blush Please is really, really great. I don't know if this is a permanent color or a limited edition color, but you can even see, just even against my texture of the color of my skin, how natural and skin-like this is. So Blush Please in this light rose is really great for somebody light to medium. Now, if you don't want to go pink, but you want a little bit more color, again, corals, any shade of orange for spring, summer works well. If you are a light to medium person and you want it to look like blush, then you can go the traditional blush route here. I'm gonna hold this up real quick for you. This is a classic. This is Copper Tone Blush. What I love about Copper Tone is almost like your blush and bronzer all in one. You get just enough color for blush, but then you also get a little bit of warmth that you can even use to sculpt the face. Now, copper tone is gonna look like this. Let's see if I can make sure I can get it to pop up on my hand here because I'm a little bit deeper. But look how pretty copper tone is. So again, if you're light to medium, this is gonna give you that warmth of color that's almost like a little bit of like that brickish, that orangey, that pumpkin. This is a pumpkin spice color for your cheeks, sugar. This is giving you all types of realism. This is giving you that warmth, it's sculpting. Copper tone is where it's at for a great light to medium complexion if you want a little bit of orange. If you want to look like you're vacationing in the Saint-Tropez, in the Maldives, on somebody's island and or beach, this is called That's Peachy, another glow play. But I love this because this is a brighter blush. Again, if we're talking about bringing color to the face to look like we're living from within, go bright. Again, this is going to be great color payoff, but literally just tapping it on and pressing it into the skin. You can use your powder brush with this. You can use a sponge with this. Use your fingers. This is one of those products that you can get real dirty and just finger. Wait, that sounds inappropriate. But appropriately, you can use your fingers and tap, tap, tap onto your cheeks, and it's going to give you the perfect amount of color. You know I wouldn't be your beauty best friend if I didn't have a bonus for y'all. For all the light beauty besties, Peaches is a classic. Ooh, not only is it a powder, but the color itself is so light, but it gives you just enough warmth being in that peachy family that you get a peach pink combo. And that's what it looks like. It's gorgeous, it's great. Fantastic for very fair complexions, but also works for that light to medium spectrum as well. So just to recap, if you're looking for a good blush that's gonna make you look like you've been slightly sun-kissed, go for those pinks that have a little bit of brown in it, something a little bit more rosy. Find you a good peachy color that has a little bit more weight to it as well. And if you wanna look all extra bright, like you've been kikiing and laughing, having a good time with your good Judies, then go with something brighter coral, brighter pink as well. And so therefore you have a little bit of balance on what you could choose from for light to medium complexions. I hope that helps. Oh, and by the way, again, just to reiterate, if you want it to look like it's coming from within, go with those softer, creamier textures that melt into your skin. If you want it to be a little bit more noticeable and sit on top, go with a powder blush. And if you want a little bit of radiance from your blush, you know, who doesn't like good old two for sugar? Go for something that's gonna have a little bit more radiance built in, like the mineralized blushes. Super good. All right, let's move on. All right, now you know I gotta talk to all my melanated magic people. What shades are we wearing for blush? I'm so glad you asked. I love Deep Berries. Bam! This one is a Glow Play blush by M.A.C. It's called Rosie Does It. It's bright, but it's a beautiful berry color. Kind of almost looks like a bright grape, right? Love, love, love this. Again, this texture is gonna melt into our skin. You wanna go classic? You want a little bit of rouge, a little red? Fever, this is old school blush. I don't even know if we make it anymore at M.A.C, but I'm gonna tell you, a color like this, powder form, is gonna sit on top. It's gonna make you look like you had a good old time and that you were laughing. But if you want something that's gonna give you a little bit of glow, then the Mineralized Skin Finish in Lovejoy is where it's at as well. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Mineralized Skin Finish in Lovejoy. I'm gonna swatch this on the back of my hand so you can see. Not only are you getting this deep, reddish rosiness. Look at that bronzy gold that's built into that. Let me tell you something. You wear this blush, you're going to glow in the light. You're going to be your best glow getter self. And this is one of my favorite colors for a deeper melanated skin, especially if you want to look like you've been sun-kissed. Lovejoy. So go for something that's going to be deeper and rosy, that has some gold and bronze built into it. And so this one is one of my personal faves. If we want something that looks like it's coming from within, ooh, y'all see this pigment? All you need is to tap, tap, tap. Y'all, a little will do, a little goes a long way, but look how stunning this is. So if you're thinking about being outside, being on the beach, being in Mykonos, wherever you're vacationing this summer and you're inviting me along to, this is a blush you need to have because this is going to look like it's coming from within. Not to mention, once it dries down, it wears and wears. You don't have to worry about touching it up. You don't have to worry about like the sweat and humidity getting to it because it melts itself into the skin and it looks like it's a part of you. You look one with your blush. And if you want to be, you know, extra fancy and bam, have a pop of color, go brighter. Why not? Corals and peaches and oranges not only work great on light to medium complexion, but they are our melanated skin friend. These colors look gorgeous on us. This one is orange, but almost has a pink undertone to it. So if you're really rich in color, this, my friend, is the best of both worlds. Oh, last but not least, y'all also know y'all can use your liquid lip colors as blush too, right? There's nothing wrong with having your lips match your blush. So in the event that you want, again, something that's gonna be long wearing, something that's gonna be easy to blend, take your favorite lip color. Who is this girl? This is Extra Chili. Again, deeper, and it has that orange tone to it. Take it. This is Lock Kiss ink, so you gotta work quick, sugar, but a little goes a long way. You can even use that on your cheeks to brighten. Now, I gave you guys my recommendations for blush colors. Let me recap really quickly for all my melanated beauties. Get you a fierce deep rose, bronzy color. Get you a good old plum grape type of color here. I got these options, and if you want to go bright, baby. So you, again, we're staying in this orange, peachy, coral type family, but just deeper because y'all know we're melanated, okay? All right, so let's do a little bit of blush. I think I want to play around with not only one, but two, and I don't know if you guys have seen this high blush trend lately, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a little bit of Heat Index, and whoa, that's a lot. Listen, I like commitment, but that was way too much commitment for me. So I'm gonna take just a pinch and really tapping it up high here. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of Rosie Does It. Is this Rosie Does It? The Rosie Does It. We'll grab a little on the other finger. And again, a little goes a long way. We're gonna tap Rosie Does It right underneath on both sides. I'm gonna use my beauty blender. I'm just gonna moisten it a little with a little bit of Fix Plus. And we're gonna use that to really press this into the skin. And by going a little bit higher, we're creating, y'all see this lift? We're blushing around this part, but we are lifting at the same time. Let me add a little bit more here. You can use a brush if you have one, but I'm just gonna continue to use my beauty blender here. And then, because I wanna make this all nice and warm, because again, we outside, I like that. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Lovejoy, because again, it had that warmth in it, that deep rosiness with that bronziness as well. And we're just going to blend this together. And I'm just gonna take this, go in a buffing motion and sweep up. So it's looking good. We have some life. We look sun-kissed. And I love the fact that, again, these textures melt into the skin. So if you want a blush that's gonna really look like it's coming from within, you wanna, again, use these creamier, malleable, really soft textures. And I think I might just be really in love with this mineralized skin finish, blush, and we're going to wrap it up just like that. What y'all think? Do I look sun-kissed? Do I look excited? Do I look like I'm blushing from within? But most importantly, do I look like I could be outside in these summertime streets? All right, Beauty Besties, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave me a comment. Most importantly, let me know what you think about this summertime blush and all these recommendations. Who loves you? I do. See you next time. Bye.